The mystery drones are still here. They're in multiple states, multiple countries. Nobody knows why, or do they? There are several theories going around about why these things are here. So let's go over them. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, just getting right into it. Jay Anderson posted a theory that's been going around. I'm hearing from multiple sources in the military that the reason why the drones are not being addressed appropriately to the public is because they are U.S. drones and they are being deployed due to a threat of a biological or nuclear attack. And that is also what this gentleman is saying. He's the CEO of a drone manufacturing company.
But if they are our drones, the only reason why they would be flying and flying that low is because they're trying to smell something on the ground.
And he's talking about nuclear material, and in particular, he's talking about one particular warhead that apparently is unaccounted for. Now, Deep Prasad, the quantum computer guru, is not buying it. He says this is most definitely fake. Gamma ray detection wouldn't be powerful enough at these drone distances to detect nuclear weapons. The photon count per second would be too low. They also need to stay close and stationary longer in most cases. And I have no idea about any of the technicalities of all of that, but I will say that whatever the mystery drone phenomenon is, it's obviously trying to get attention. It is not simply looking for nuclear material. That doesn't seem to be true from what I'm seeing. Because again, they're decked out like Christmas trees. You know, they don't seem to be stealthily looking for nuclear material. They are, whatever they're doing, it's a flex. It is a flex from somebody doing something. Ryan Bledsoe has a much more positive interpretation of all this. Ryan, of course, is the son of Chris Bledsoe and an experiencer himself. He says the most amazing timeline is now converging with our own. The beings are integrating in our world. What you're seeing in the news now is only the beginning. Remember, don't live in fear of what is happening. Help is on the way. Get right with your conscience and be humble. And I'll say that, yeah, if we are talking about the phenomenon here, the UFO phenomenon, don't live in fear is a good, is good advice. Because we do co-create a lot of these events. Not all of them, but we are interacting with something that is interacting with our consciousness, and we are co-creating a lot of these events if you're an experiencer, or about to become an experiencer, if this is the phenomenon in some sort of disclosure initiative, right? So don't be afraid of it if that's what it is. Go into it with love and light. That's how you approach CE5 anyway. I don't know about mass UFO contact, if that's what's happening, but I am still leaning toward a likely man-made explanation for a lot of this because I'm not seeing any high strangeness associated with it. I'm seeing effects of exotic technology. For sure, we're not dealing with mundane drones here that you can get at the Walmart. But there's no consciousness events that I'm aware of, no paranormal events, nothing, no high strangeness associated with the mystery drones that I've seen. So I'm leaning toward a man-made explanation, not a mundane explanation. This is exotic technology, but not that. Meanwhile, of course, Stephen Greer is saying that it is a distraction, a psyop, meant to confuse people and politicians from his material, or at least the disclosure event that he is part of, where these people defecting from the UFO control group are, coming out with this, evidence. They're allied with people in the CIA who are new people coming in, presumably with the new administration. And there's going to be some major disclosure initiative coming from that quarter. And I think this is probably a real thing that is going on, and I'm really excited about it and looking forward to what they have in store for us. But he's saying this is all a distraction and psyop meant to distract from that.
The covert transnational corrupt organization running covert UFO UAP programs knows this. And of course, they can monitor everything with or without an encrypted block. And they are now launching what we had predicted in the late 1990s, and that is a series of diversionary false flag events to confuse the public and the politicians and the Pentagon as to what these UAPs are.
So yeah, it could be. I mean, you can't discount a false flag event meant to distract and confuse people at this point. I don't think, because again, it is trying to get. It does seem like it's trying to get attention. But there are other theories.
Reckless speculation, but this is the semi-serious answer I'd give. I believe it's obviously our government's technology, okay, and they're probably doing some type of reconnaissance work to find out what type of reconnaissance work has been done on our military installations, meaning, follow me, maybe Chinese spy balloon. Something flew over a year ago and we just found out it has a technology to extract data from digital devices that it flies over. So we're using that same tech now to figure out what they might have got. Does that make sense?
That's dangerous.
Okay, again, I don't think so, because it seems like it's designed to get attention. Now, Styx Hexenhammer, former Satanist, now political commentator, has a different take on it, but again, he thinks it's our own tech.
The reason why is because the U.S. government is what's fielding these drones. They're testing out some sort of defensive technology, and they're simply not telling the public what it is.
So yeah, is that what's going on? Are they testing something? Again, I don't think so, because it seems like it's designed to get attention, which is why, Greer's idea is as good as any, I guess. But let's see, here's another one.
Making this video because I have figured out what the drone situation is. I was in the Army, active duty. I worked on drones. I was a maintenance NCO for some surveillance drones. And before that, I worked on the Apache, the Kiowa. I know aviation. So what people are not noticing is that you have two separate types of drones and two separate types of things in the air right now. First off, the drones that you see with flight lights or anti-collision lights, or the things that the FAA requires, those are drones that are probably operated by the United States government. Now, the orbs that you've been seeing on the internet, that is the reason why all those drones are up there. And that is also why the government isn't telling you what's going on. And that's because the drones that you see that look like regular aircraft, those drones are up there to get some information on the actual orbs, which are actually the UFOs.
So yeah, another good theory. I like that. I think that's also as likely as anything, I guess, unless those videos of the orbs transforming into mystery drones are legit. Now, I would love to see more of those videos and have those corroborated with, eyewitnesses that are seeing this stuff. Credible eyewitnesses. If that is true, then it does seem like it's the phenomenon trying to mimic human technology in interesting ways. So, but again, I want some corroboration on that because, again, that would definitely lean into the idea that this is the phenomenon and not, the control group or some faction of the control group or related group with exotic technology doing something for some purpose. Could it be to discredit actual UFO events going on? Maybe the phenomenon, with these orbs, if that's a separate, a series of events, maybe they are trying to provide some sort of disclosure, right? And the drones are sent up to confuse the issue. Amen. Totally possible. Totally possible. There is another theory going around. Why the drones? U.S. government is using drones to scare Congress into passing draconian H.R. 8610 Counter UAS Authority, Security, Safety, and Reauthorization Act of 2024. So I'm not conversant on this law. They're calling it an Orwellian law. So could it be the control group allied with the Orwellian establishment that is trying to scare people in Congress into passing this? Again, you can't discount that because it does, I can't at this point because, again, it does seem like it's trying to get attention. The mystery drone phenomenon is trying to get attention. Whether that's, a distraction like Greer says, or it's to scare people, like this idea says, or it's to confuse people about a real UFO disclosure event, orchestrated by the phenomenon itself. I think that, all of those are likely possibilities at this point. Or, it's just 90% the phenomenon and they're transforming into drones to provide their own disclosure in its own unique way. So I don't know which way the pendulum swings on this. I don't know what's causing it. I would love to hear your thoughts on it, but I wanted to share some theories and speculation about what is causing the mystery drone phenomenon. So yeah, again, let me know your own theories and speculation and information about this crazy flap that is going on, whatever the heck it is, wherever the heck it's going. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, thumbs up, smash, merch store, channel member, plenty of other videos on the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.